Hello, welcome back. It is Saturday, March the 19th. Today we're going to talk about Thomas Markle, Oscar night, and donations by Archewell to Ukraine. Let's get to the disclaimer. You'll also find this in the description. If you want to follow me on social media, on my About page, you'll find all of my social media usernames there. And this is what I need you to do for me. I need you to subscribe if you're liking the content. Give me a thumbs up. Set your bell to all so that you'll be notified. I know that this is not working for everyone. I have the same thing happen to me, but more and more people are saying it's not coming up. Well, as I grow the channel and the more times that you watch or like, or even if you just leave an emoji as your comment, then it will help bring it up into, the things that you're subscribed to, and it'll say continue watching. So if you'll do that now, that'll be a big help. I really want to invest more into it and get some software and really build it up. But I need your feedback too as to what I can do to improve it. So thank you, and again, please subscribe. All right, let's get back to the first story. The first thing we have is, and we heard the Oscars going, not going. They asked us to come. They didn't ask us to come. Well, they are just working overtime trying to put things out. It says, and this is the U.S. Sun, megastars Harry and Meghan asked to present Best Picture at the Oscars next year after he snubs Prince Philip's memorial. Well, I'll tell you what my thoughts are on this in just a moment. They've been asked to present an award at next weekend's Oscars. The couple were approached at the end of last year and offered the pick of gongs, which award that they wanted to give. It is understood that they will be lined up to reveal Best Picture, the most coveted category of the night. If the Duke and Duchess does attend, he is sure to face outcry from royal fans coming after he pulled out of Prince Philip's memorial service in London. Well, of course, organizers have initially considered the pair champions of women's rights to present the Best Actress gong, but this was ruled out because actress Kristen Stewart is nominated for her role in Spencer. It's a movie that I've seen. She plays Princess Diana, and I didn't find it very enjoyable. It only covers a small part of Diana's life, and it was kind of really when she was going through the paranoid state and about to leave the family. I didn't like the movie at all because I was a big fan of Diana, so I just didn't appreciate it. But just my opinion. So last night, a U.S. source said Harry and Meghan were first approached 2 years ago for the ceremony, but politely declined. And I'll tell you what I think. I think this is all just a fluff piece, because if you have won Best Actress, Best Leading Actor, Supporting Actor, Actress, or if it's Best Movie, the person who presents it is the one that won it the previous year. Just like a beauty pageant. The queen, the reigning queen, is going to come back and crown the queen who's about to win. So this has got to be made up. And it says, a source says, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Meghan typing this in herself, because she wants an invite to this. And I believe with all of my heart that they have been blacklisted by Hollywood, that nobody wants them there, that they're a joke and people are laughing at them. But she can put out these pieces as many times as she wants to make up that they've been asked or that they're going to be going. They're not going because there was never an invite. And that's what I think. I want you to listen to this.
Much has been said about you, and now you finally have the chance to put your side of the story to the world unedited. But I was wondering, Thomas, are you worried that Harry and Meghan might end up suing you for something you say, given they're very friendly with their lawyers, aren't they?
Well, they can sue me, but what are they going to get? I mean, I don't have millions of dollars. They can't get, you know, Harry and Meghan are living like hermits in a 26-room house. They don't have, they never have parties. They never have guests. I think the only guests they have are their $1 million lawyers and their $1 million PR team. Otherwise, it's Harry walking his dogs or riding his bicycle.
It's weird, isn't it? So look, Thomas,
I don't mind it.
So I'll come to them in a moment, but talk to me about your new career as a YouTuber. What sparked it?
Just another minute.
Well, I was listening to and watching some of the women on YouTube. Lady Colin Campbell, for
great woman, great woman.
Couple, yeah, and they got me interested in trying it out. And the first time out, it worked pretty good. I got to say the things I wanted to say, and we got I guess about 13,000 or 14,000, somewhere in that neighborhood.
More than that now. I think it's going up fast the last time that I checked, and that is a very good start, isn't it? And of course, Thomas, your family has been in the news a lot over the past couple of weeks because your other daughter, Samantha Markle, a woman who you know I have a lot of respect for, and I've said publicly, and I will say it again because I know she's the subject at the moment of quite a vicious attack by the liberal American media. But I will say on the record again, Samantha Markle has never told me a lie. Every single thing that she has said about either you or Meghan has checked out factually. And she is now suing Meghan. You're prepared to testify for Samantha against Meghan? Is that correct?
Absolutely. We're talking about the book. The things in the
Finding
book
Freedom.
are lies. That's the whole thing. The Scooby character gets information from Meghan, but
odd little man.
It's all lies. Also, apparently now Harry has shut down Meghan's Twitter account, which is ridiculous because if he's shutting down all of the people that have been going after Meghan, there won't be any Twitter left. I mean, he'll...
you mean, I think
makes no sense.
Samantha's Twitter account has been shut down, hasn't it?
By Harry, yes, and it's ridiculous.
So sorry, just to clarify, Thomas, because I wasn't aware of this. So you think Harry has made a direct complaint about Samantha's Twitter account?
Yes, that's the understanding. That apparently he knows the person who runs Twitter, and but the bottom line is, if Jack Dorsey, if you go after Meghan constantly, and there are thousands of people that are doing it, and if Harry has to go and get rid of all those thousands of people, there won't be a Twitter left. There won't be Twitter anymore.
No,
I think that's.
So we'll just stop right there. That's all I've recorded on that interview. I'll put the link in the description so that you can go there and watch the entire interview. But two important things, and of course that was Dan Wooten, who is on GBN and interviewed Thomas because he got word that Thomas had made a video the other night on the channel Remarkable Friendship. And I apologize, I think I had put it up as Remarkable Friends. But so he is confirming also in this interview, and my video yesterday was, did Harry get Samantha's Twitter account shut down? Now, I don't know how Mr. Markle knows this or if he is just assuming this, but he said that Prince Harry went to Jack Dorsey and was able to get her Twitter account suspended. Now, we all know that, and it was funny how he calls him Scooby, and Dan says, the odd little man. but that they were also trying to do that, and along with Ellie Hall in the article. So we know that they're trying to find any way to silence anybody that speaks out that is negative about Harry and Meghan, but especially about Meghan. Thomas goes on to say that he will stand up in a court of law to defend his daughter Samantha. And I like the fact that Dan said, as long as he's talked to Samantha, that she has never told him a lie, that everything she said were facts and that they checked out. And so Thomas says, yes, I want to go on to support my daughter if in this lawsuit. But so I thought that was rather interesting. Later in the interview, and again, the link's in the description, he asked him when he thought he might make another video, and he said he thought in about a week or so. He also, I don't think that he's planning on interviewing or letting anyone interview him. He was just talking about some of the channels that he had seen, and I think we all understood him to say that, you know, he was going to work with them, but I think he was just talking about some of them that he had watched and getting an idea of how he wanted to operate his channel. I did send an email to Mr. Larson, and I did go on the YouTube page and ask for a possible interview. I know I'm a small channel, but it never hurts to ask. And if he's open to this, then, you know, why not ask? All he can do is say no. But now, let's go on to the next story. So we've talked about the Oscars, and we've debunked that. We've talked about Thomas Markle going on Dan Wooten's GBN and how he, about the channel. So don't forget, it's Remarkable Friendships. And again, he said that he thinks he will create another video in about a week. So what do we have next? Meghan Markle and Prince Harry announced that they have made donations to charities to support the people of Ukraine as they pay tribute to Invictus Games athlete who died in conflict. Now, I don't know if that's why they did it, but it's funny that this comes out after Mr. Markle, in his interview, the part you didn't hear, he even goes on to talk about the people of Ukraine and said, if Harry and Meghan actually have a charity, I don't know what they do, but why don't they do something and make a donation to the people of Ukraine? And of course, here it comes out that that's what they're doing. Now, whether it was because of this, someone had died that was going to be in the upcoming Invictus Games, I'm not sure. But it says Meghan Markle and Prince Harry make donations to 6 frontline charities in Ukraine. I'm not going to read all the other stuff about it. I'll just read the 6 charities, but then I want to tell you what I did by going to their site. So the charities were Halo Trust, which is the one that Princess Diana worked with about landmines, the World Health Organization, or WHO, the mental health nonprofit Project Healthy Minds. And that's funny that he would donate to that instead of doing Better Up, since he is the Chief Impact Officer for a mental health project. That's kind of a conflict of interest. And the World Central Kitchen. So, you know, we know he's done those things before, but the strange thing about it is he could donate 20 meals or 50 meals or just a couple $100, and we never know what that he's donating to or how much. They're also working with refugee organization HIAS, which is helping to resettle refugees from the region, and We Are Europe, which is supporting independent media in Ukraine. So those are the charities that he said that he's given to. But what bothers me is they never give the amount. How much are they given? If they say that they took in $50,000 for Archewell last year, then how do they have money to give out other than maybe a few $1,000s? And we always hear and people say, oh, they're giving or they're doing this, but we never hear they gave and this is the amount they gave. It's almost like that has to be kept confidential. But anyway, I just wanted to make note of the amount is never stated. This is from Archewell, and I went through the whole page. So again, it just lists the 6 charities, but no amount is given. Now, the other thing, when I was going through Archewell and how they make their little announcements, like on February 4th at the bottom, we stand with the people of Ukraine. Remember, they got so put out when William and Catherine were thanked by the Ukraine president for their support. And Harry and Meghan just puts out something on their website and expects people to say, yeah, thank you. Nobody sees it. Nobody knows about it. And just because they put it out or have PR write a press release. But I want to tell you that if you look at the top, you'll see March 1st, then you'll see February 25th and February 24th. But on February the 6th is when Queen Elizabeth's Jubilee starts, and she made the comment about wanting Camilla to be consort. What I thought was strange and very sad at the Harkles is that neither of them put out anything on their website to congratulate Queen Elizabeth II, Harry's grandmother, Meghan's grandmother-in-law, to congratulate her on 70 years of service, nor did they put out anything about Camilla to be queen consort. So that was on February 6th. And if you say, well, you didn't go far enough back, let me turn the page. So we have the 25th, the 24th, and then the last thing put up was November the 15th of 2021. So you can see where I put February 6th is right in there, not one mention. That leads me to believe that he is going to talk bad about Camilla in the book and his autobiography. And even though we've seen articles that say he's going to go out of his way not to offend his grandmother, well, he's just wanting in that will, in my opinion. He's not going to do anything to offend her. But I think it's time that we start writing individual letters. At least I'm going to do that again, to Charles or Queen Elizabeth, and state that we would like him removed from what they said they would do, Counselor of State, that their Duke and Duchess of Sussex be removed. If that's something you'd like to do, let me know if you need the address or how the letter should be written. Then I can show you a sample of that. But I'm definitely going to start doing that, because I feel like that Prince Charles is sitting on his hands and he's not doing what he needs to do. He's not listening to the people. And I think that if he continues to do this and leave an opening for maybe Harry to come back on his own, that it's going to bite him in the backside when his mother dies and he ascends to the throne, because I think people are going to really lash out and say, you should have done something about your son insulting the institution of the monarchy, the Queen, and the rest of the members of the royal family. I know their motto is never complain, never explain, but I think it's time for them to stand up, and especially Charles, because he is Harry's father, and hold him accountable for the things that he has done and said. I know he's holding out hope. He loves his son. We all love our children. But Harry has went astray because he hasn't been held accountable. He hasn't been made to apologize for the things he's done. I remember when he'd gotten in a brawl with a photographer and coming out drinking out of a bar that was up by Highgrove. It was the palace that put out a statement that apologized. But Harry refused to do it. He wouldn't put out a statement because he thought that was his private life and nobody had a right to know. Sometimes I wonder where his mind is and how he can't know how people are feeling. If he says and does what he says, that he will go on and he just has to know what people have to say about him. I mean, even if he only watched Neil Sean's updates or watched GBN or any of the other news other than the U.S. mainstream, because they're not going to report anything bad on him, at least not now. So it's up to us to get this information out via social media, if that's what you so choose to do. But I think it's really sad how he has treated his grandmother And I think that it's time for them to take action, because I think it makes Charles look as if he's too soft and can't handle his own son. I don't care if his son is almost 40 years old. They're always your children, and you can go and talk to them and tell them what they've done wrong if they don't have sense enough to realize it, and explain to them why they have hurt others and with their behavior. But thank you for watching, and I'll be back with you hopefully tomorrow. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Goodbye for now.